In this video, I am going to talk about why you should consider travel nursing. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to talk about travel nursing and how I got into travel nursing and all of the details of travel nursing. So anyways, I stumbled into travel nursing by accident. I was not working at the time. I had quit my job back in February 2020. Of course, I did not know what was going to happen in the world. No one knew at that point. The following month, the world basically shut down, as you guys know. So anyways, I was home, and at that time, I was not trying to work. I was kind of afraid to go out there and work, honestly. But I had set a goal out for myself to become 100% debt free, and the only debt I had was my mortgage. So I wanted to pay off my mortgage. At that time, I had about $45,000 left on my mortgage. So I was getting a little anxious because I was not working and I really wanted to complete that goal. So anyways, I get an email from a traveling company asking me, did I know anyone that was an MDS coordinator? That's the specialty that I am in. An MDS coordinator or an MDS director is someone that works in a skilled nursing facility, and they do assessments so that way the facility could get reimbursed through Medicare and Medicaid. So that is my nursing profession. So anyways, I said, yes, I knew someone, and that someone was myself. So I went ahead and I took the contract. I did not negotiate at all. They asked me how much I wanted to make an hour, and I just said $45 an hour. I did not negotiate. I did not want a hotel room. I just wanted to drive there and drive back home. It was about 3 hours away from my house, and that's what I did. And they paid me for mileage. I didn't get a rental car or anything like that. I didn't even know I could get a rental car, okay? That's how quick the process was. That was one of my favorite assignments. But one of the things that I learned about driving your car so far is the wear and tear on your car. So I would never do that again, okay? This video right here will give you a lot of tips on what to ask for in your traveling contract. So anyways, with that contract, I paid off my mortgage and all of that good stuff. So I was asking them, you know, if they had other contracts, other facilities in Florida, and they didn't really have any work. So then I quickly realized that I had to contract with more than one traveling agency because I am a single mom. I could only travel in one state, which is Florida. I wanted to stay in the state of Florida so that way I could be with my kids. So I started applying to different agencies so that way I could find work in Florida. So I get a call from a different agency. They told me that they usually have Florida contracts, but at the time they didn't have one. But they asked me to take a contract in Arkansas to get me into the system. So I agreed to take a contract into Arkansas. I spoke to my kid's father and see if he could watch the kids for me for a month, and he agreed. So I took that contract in Arkansas and quickly had to come home a week later. Long story, I had to come back home a week later. So I said, okay. So I went back to the drawing board. I was like, okay, if I want to travel, I have to stay in Florida. I don't want to have to go to another state and have to come back and all of that, right? So basically, I applied for multiple different agencies. That's the key if you want to travel in one state. So I found me an agency that had a lot of positions in Florida, and it just worked out so well. Me becoming a travel nurse really made me fall in love with the nursing profession again. It was a point where I just hated being a MDS coordinator because my job just added so much unnecessary stress on me. So I really thought that just came with the job, but I quickly find out that is not the case in a lot of different companies. I fell back in love with the nursing profession. So let's talk about how I structure my contracts and how I find positions in Florida. Like I said, you have to apply to more than one agency to get jobs in your state. So that is number one. The next thing, when it comes to my contract, I negotiate what I want. I negotiate my rates, how much I want to make per hour. I include hotel stays in my contracts now, so I do not drive back and forth home every single day. It was just too much wear and tear on my car. And now I also get a rental car with every contract that I sign up for. That's not negotiable. I have to have a rental car. I don't care if it's only 45 minutes away from my house. I want a rental car. Just leave my car in the garage. This is my car for 30 days. I really like it. It's a Chevy Malibu. It's really nice. Yep, this is it. It was cold outside. And I also negotiate that they pay for my gas as well. So I get reimbursed for gas, and I also get a stipend for food. So this particular agency that I'm working with right now, they pay me $245 a week for my food stipend. And also I've negotiated in my contract that when I travel to the building and travel back home, like on the weekends, I want to get paid for my travel time as well. Because I drive about 2 to 3 hours from home to the location, depending on where I'm working. It could be an hour and a half, it could be 2 hours, whatever the case may be. Like I said, I sign up for more than one agency, so that way I have more than one options here in the state of Florida. Another thing that I do is I make sure that I ask for a hotel that has a full kitchen. So that way I can cook while I'm there and I don't have to worry about constantly buying food out. So that way the money that I'm making is not going into food. And I forgot, I have plenty of water to drink. So this would be to take to work, and this would be when I'm here at the hotel. I put my bread in the refrigerator so that way it lasts, you know, lasts a good time. So yeah, so that's the fridge. Yay! Now let's talk about my salary. I make roughly about $9,000 a month, depending on if I work overtime or not during that week. Now, believe it or not, we have travel nurses out here making $10,000 or so a week. And that depends on their profession. If they do ICU, ER, they work in a hospital. I do not work in the hospital setting. I work in a nursing home setting. I am on the administrative team. So I do not wear scrubs to work. I do not have direct contact with patient care. So my salary, I'm totally okay with that. I try not to work too much overtime because I just have so many other things going on. I also sell Medicare, I sell insurance, I do YouTube. So I try not to work too much hours because there's really no need for me to work like that. I do feel like the nursing profession has been underpaid for so many years. So I am so happy to see my sisters out there making really good money, taking advantage of the opportunity. In the season that we're in right now, I feel like nurses definitely deserve every single penny, every single dime. Another thing that I really love is that when you travel, the administrative team just welcomes me with open arms because they need the help. You know, it's not like, oh my gosh, who are you? You're a travel nurse. It's not like that at all. They're so excited. They're so happy to get the help, and they're happy to get the expertise of a nurse that could just come in and do the work. The software that we usually use here in Florida is Point Click Care. I know Point Click Care like the back of my hand. And as far as me being a MDS coordinator, I've been doing it for over 8 years, so I am an expert. So that is just so awesome that I can use my skills as a travel nurse, and I love it. So I love travel nursing because it's more like working for yourself. You're really independent. You're just using the agency as the middleman to help you find contracts. So on Fridays I do go home, but if you are a young travel nurse and travel nursing is all you do, on the weekends you can go ahead and explore the cities. The biggest pro for me about travel nursing is that I can sightsee around my state. I can go to places that I probably would never have gone to, and I get to stay at hotels that may have a beach. It just depends on where I'm working, and I get to live in the richest part of Florida. Like one assignment I was on was West Palm Beach. That's one of the richest cities in Florida. West Palm Beach is so beautiful. Right now it's the summertime, so it's really cool that I can take my kids with me on these travel assignments and they can enjoy the pool and, you know, the little activities that's going on outside when I get off of work. So I think that's really cool that I don't have to pay for, like, you know, for them to go to the pool or anything like that, because I'm at the hotel, so I can enjoy the pool and such. One of the cool things that I really enjoy about travel nursing is actually being able to drive different cars. Like, I think that's so cool because I'm so used to driving a Toyota or a Honda. Those are the two type of cars that I drove throughout my whole life. What I have right now, I have a Mini Cooper right now. So yeah, it's so cool to be able to drive like different cars. I don't know, that's kind of cool. That's more of a guy thing probably, but it's still kind of cool to be able to drive all these different cars. The car of the day is the Mini Cooper. This car is so freaking cute. How did you get a Mini Cooper, sis? Well, you know, travel nursing duties, you know. So anyways, it's so cute. At night, it'll light up right here. Maybe I'll show you guys that later, but it's so cute. So this is the car of the day. So yeah. One thing I can say about this travel company in particular that I'm working with right now, they really look out for the nurse. All the hotels that I've stayed in has been really nice, and most of them have had a full kitchen. Only thing so far that I have not liked about travel nursing is just one particular contract. They did a switch and bait on me. When I entered the contract, they got me a really nice hotel. I had a hotel on the beach in Daytona, Florida, and then they switch and bait me. They gave me a apartment that they owned. The apartment was not nice. It was not up to date. I didn't really like that at all. That agency focused more on pleasing the company and not the nurse. I didn't like that. This company that I'm with right now, they focus more on pleasing the nurse, and I really appreciate that because I feel like we should take care of our nurses. We're the ones out here saving lives, I'm just saying. But I went ahead and just bought new sheets and things like that. What I made with one job when I used to work 2 jobs. So I am really happy with what I am making. If you are a nurse, I strongly suggest that you try out travel nursing. So many nurses are paying off their mortgage, paying off debt, investing, like changing their lives out here. So I think travel nursing is definitely the way to go if you are able to do so. There's a lot of positions that are open right now. So many nurses are traveling. I mean, oh my gosh, I look at Indeed, and for my profession, there is so many positions, so many open positions. I'll be literally on an assignment and say I see the consultant, and she would be telling me about how many positions that she has open right there in that same organization. Like, it's so crazy. I got this assignment from a referral from my last assignment. That's how many positions that are open right now. You know, in 2020, 2021, what's going on right now, I feel like people are finally seeing the value in nurses and nursing assistants. That is it, guys. I hope you guys got a lot from this video. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, definitely leave it in the comment section below and I will answer, of course. And if you're not subscribed, girl, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell as well, so when I pop through, you're like, there she is. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Peace and love, guys. Ciao for now.